I'm going to talk about the movie Us, and there won't be any spoilers, so enjoy. Yeah. You gadget. When Us was first announced, I was excited because I really, really liked Get Out. I thought Get Out was so fun and just a different kind of horror. The moment when you see a trailer of something that is gonna be good. So we finally got a chance to see it. It is so cool. It is so good. It has that trademark. I'm calling it a trademark. I'm calling it. It's trademark of Jordan Peele's to incorporate lots of jokes and humor into really dark scenes. You just sat there and it's really tense, and all of a sudden everybody's laughing because it's just funny. And you had that with Get Out as well. So just to give you an idea of what to expect when you're going to see this, I would say it is more about the mother, Lupita Nyong'o's character. I think it's more about her and her journey through her fears, I would say. You have her, and then you have her family, her husband and 2 children, and they're going to spend their holidays in their beach house. That's when things start to go wrong. You can see in the trailer, that's when they see this other family on the, like, outside their driveway. It does give you clues of her past, and it does give you clues of what's to come. And I think you only really see it after you finish watching the movie. Oh, that's what that was, and that's what that was, and that's what that was. That kind of movie. I like that because it means that everything makes sense. When you finally get it, when it finishes and it wraps it up and everything falls into place. I like it. So you might see something at the beginning that you might think, okay, I see that. And sometimes with some movies it never ties up in the end. And in this movie everything ties up in the end. Everything that happens goes somewhere in the end. Even if you have to get to the end to find out. You do get to find out. There are some things that are not fully said. So it did leave a little bit of you fill it in. But it's an amount of your own imagination filling it in that is thought-provoking. Really tricky to talk about it without just spoiling the whole story for you. What I can talk about, all the character work done by the actors were really good. They were basically playing 2 different versions of the same person. I think that there is a trick to that. I think that there is some thought and there is skills to that. And especially with Lupita, because I think she had the most prominent role in both ends of the spectrum. Both her and her shadow. That's what they call the other family that looks just like the original family, is their shadows. With Lupita's main character and then the shadow of that main character, they are similar but they're different at the same time. And obviously it's done through makeup and costume, but at the same time there was lots of acting involved, and as well was everybody else that had their shadow. It is a lot through eyes. It's weird to call it eye work, but I feel like it is eye work. The shadows, they had a different way of looking than normal people. It was somehow all coordinated between all the actors, and the characters were really well finalized. They were all really well thought out. Everybody had the role in the family. It all made sense. It was very real. It was a very real family. It wasn't like stereotypical movie family. You have the teenager, and she was very normal teenager. She challenges her parents a little bit, but not too much. Very, very real, which I like because it makes the sci-fi aspect of it a lot scarier. Because you think, oh, wow, this could really happen to me, because they're normal, they're regular people, I'm regular people. The way that the shadow people talk and They have a particular way of communicating and expressing themselves that is really terrifying. I think that there might have been some kind of a special effect used on the voices. Regardless, it was just so freaky and so scary. That is the kind of thing that when you put it all together, the makeup that the shadow people wore, they're all a bit grey, but it wasn't too obvious. So you had to really look to see that they looked a bit grey. They all wore red jumpsuits and they all had gold scissors. And you see that in the poster, and I think you see in the trailer as well. And they all have the same red jumpsuit and scissors. When you put it all together, when you put the performances, and when you put the makeup, and when you put the costumes, it's the kind of thing that makes you think, I don't want to see that at the end of a hallway. You don't. The soundtrack was very similar to Get Out. It had that kind of very sort of ominous voices going sort of up and down. It was very much the same as Get Out in the style of it. It didn't invade the storytelling. It kind of involved everything. My one little point of discontent. So the main family has friends in another family. This other family is not really used very much. They are not too much of a contrast and they're not too similar. I don't know, I just thought that maybe there was something else that they could have been used for. Interaction between the two families and something like that. There is a twist at the end, of course there is, and it made sense. I would say get your favorite snack, your drink of choice, turn the lights off and watch it because it is very good fun to watch. We're all waiting anxiously to see what Jordan Peele does next. So yeah, I'll see you next time.